Video games and anime are two very popular forms of entertainment, but is it possible to get the best of both worlds? There are not only anime series that reference pop culture, but video games that borrow particular elements from anime tropes too. Whether it be the iconic Halo series, the classic and nostalgic Pokémon games, or even the adrenaline-pumping Dragon Ball Z, it's quite refreshing to see what they have in store. So sit back and relax as we count down the hidden connections that you'll have to see to believe. Want to be informed of when our new and enticing videos are uploaded? Do you want to keep up with the latest in video game and anime content? Then subscribe to The Gamer and ring that bell to become a part of our notification squad so you never miss a video. Without further ado, here are 6 hidden connections between anime and video games. Himoto Umaru-chan. The comedic anime series Himoto Umaru-chan was one of the most popular shows that was released in 2013. Umaru Doma is a humorous character who changes her appearance from a typical teenage girl to that of a lazy child who plays video games and reads manga all day. However, her misadventures have led her to showcase certain references to other popular animes and even video games. For instance, in one episode, she was in a video game store where one could see obvious references to critically acclaimed games such as Ace Attorney and even Super Street Fighter 4. Umaru Doma is the video game and anime freak inside all of us, so it definitely isn't a surprise with how heavily the series teases or gives nods to particular franchises and the like. Halo Legends Gundam. The Halo franchise is by far one of the most popular first-person shooters to be released for the Xbox. Spanning over 3 consoles, the series has not only explored the FPS environment, but also the RTS feel of Halo Wars and the third-person Halo Spartan Assault. Surprisingly, who would have thought that the immersive nature of the Halo universe would be influenced by the hyper-lethal status of the Gundam mechs? Halo Legends is a mini-anime series portraying stories that not only go into the origins of the Forerunners and the Spartan 2 program, but also how anyone, even a common foot soldier, can make a difference. In the prototype episode, a UNSC soldier is given the task to destroy the prototype of an immensely powerful mech that could easily dismantle an entire Covenant army. It's very clear that the Gundam franchise inspired this episode within the Halo Legends canon. Even more intriguing is how much more Covenant and Promethean butt Master Chief would be able to kick if he was in one of those deadly mechs. One can only dream that future Halo games will have the initiative to include it. Naruto vs. Sasuke. The iconic battle between Naruto and Sasuke was actually showcased in the video games far before the anime. Not only did longtime fans of the series get to see one of the biggest rivalries in anime history get an epic enactment, but they got a sneak peek of what was to come. Curiously enough, however, one may notice that there are some slight differences in the fight between Naruto and Sasuke. Some battle sequences that aren't in the manga or anime are portrayed in the video game, or at least shown, differently. Even with the creative liberties, it's quite refreshing to see a twist on one of the most iconic battles within the Naruto franchise. The attacks that the characters use within the game are also strikingly similar to the ones in the anime, and what we mean by this are the animations, quotes, and even the poses. There's clearly a desire for accuracy in the portrayal of this popular shonen anime. Ash Ketchum vs. Red. Longtime fans of the Pokémon series are well acquainted with the seemingly never-ending anime series and video games. A well-known character is Red, who actually appears in quite a few of the games. However, one may notice that Red and Ash Ketchum's outfits are not only very similar, but the rivalries they have with Blue and Gary Oak respectively are apparent as well. Even the very first Pokémon episode begins with the battle between a Gengar and a Nidorino, which is actually a reference to the intro of Pokémon Red, Blue, and Green. There are hundreds of other references between the anime and games alike. Well, we guess you gotta find them all. HATCHIYACK and ANIRAZA. Dragon Ball Z hasn't only had hundreds of episodes and over a dozen movies, but did you know that a certain antagonist is actually heavily connected to a video game villain? ANIRAZA was a gigantic android-like fusion character that threatened to defeat Goku and the rest of Universe 7 during the Tournament of Power. He was so powerful that he pushed Goku, Android 17, Gohan, Vegeta, and even Emperor Frieza to fight in unison. Dragon Ball Z Gaiden Saiyajin Zetsumetsu Keikaku, better known as the Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, dealt with a scientist creating the ultimate being to defeat the Saiyans, and that was none other than HATCHIYACK. Not only do ANIRAZA and HATCHIYACK look surprisingly similar, but they were also both defeated by the Z Fighters in one final beam clash. HATCHIYACK was definitely an inspiration for not only ANIRAZA's appearance and abilities, but also for how much of a threat he was perceived to be by Goku and the others. Although HATCHIYACK, like many other Dragon Ball Z movie villains, is not canon, at least he lives on in ANIRAZA. ASURA'S Wrath. Super Street Fighter 4 not only has an incredible story mode, character roster, and fighting game mechanics, but its universe is a lot more expansive than we thought. Street Fighter has not only had its own anime series, but the games have very beautiful and polished anime-stylized cutscenes as well. The franchise has also crossed over to a certain series which has very deep connections to anime tropes in general. For those who have played and enjoyed Sony's God of War franchise, they may be interested in Capcom's own angry demigod who seeks to kill everyone in his way. ASURA'S wrath entails several common elements in popular shonen anime like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. For instance, Asura undergoes through many, and we mean many, transformations to fight stronger and substantially more difficult opponents as time goes on. Now, you might be asking, why is the game called Asura's Wrath? Well, Oni Akuma from Street Fighter has a reputation for being one of the angriest and most powerful characters in the franchise, but Asura makes Akuma look like a pushover. Apart from the iconic battles, insane transformations, chilling character deaths, and the like, the game has quite a fantastic soundtrack due to its composer, Chikayo Fukuda, who curiously also worked on music for some Naruto games. It's easy to see that Asura's Wrath is basically the merging of popular shonen animes with a feel of God of War and Street Fighter type games. So there you have it. Which one of these connections did you already know about? Are there any in particular that surprised you? Are there any more connections that you can think of? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to The Gamer. Thanks for watching.